EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington Redskins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, on!
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down.
Now Thompson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Liz. Let's go. Let's go. 15. Regular.
Tighten up.
On second down, here's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that takes us from second to third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Here's Smith to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for his tight end read. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
On.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first down, it's Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Let's get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Smith forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Mario Addison able to run him down for a loss of a yard. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got a man. Andre Reed complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 3 yards out. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now Newton on 1st down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the ball comes loose into the Redskins' heaven. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
15.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Lay down. Watch tight end. Even.
Hey, on.
Again, a run with Thompson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Double.
Stay with the slot.
Liz.
Safety creep.
Here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Let's go. 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Express!
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Hey, hey!
You got 3 down, 3 down. Bullshit! Check!
A shotgun snap for Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Single.
Hey, hey!
Receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single.
Hey, hey! Hey, hey!
That's mine. I got him. I got him. Me. I got him. I got motion man. Me. I got this. I got it.
On first down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
up. He's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On the ball.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got four. Slam. Check. Lucky.
Great.
54's Mike. Check.
On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle to Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Kill.
On first and 10, Newton. It's caught by Funchess. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Single.
To throw on second down is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Great.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Hey, get right there.
Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after
20.
I'm coming after you.
To the air again, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jarius Wright, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL games. Remember when we talked about one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room? This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. On first down, Smith. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Set. Line 80.
Let's go. 15. 15, yeah.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Hey, slot.
Switch up. Hey, 58 is a
15. Yeah, 52, hey, on.
From the gun, here's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have.
Shit. That was totally on accident, damn it.
And try and get those points.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Get him, get him.
Short gain here, down to the 22.
Damn it.
Tackle made there by Zach
What's up, bro?
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hello.
Great. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Newton now on second down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Come on. Four down. Mike's by four.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight end's right. Great. 4 down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going up top. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger.
some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Great 15.
After the interception, here's Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Thompson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Hey, on.
Even. 4 down.
Now it's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They run it here with Thompson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. At the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
3 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Olsen over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
From the 50, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funches, 50 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Ron Rivera didn't get the nickname Riverboat Ron for nothing. His guys are going to go for 2 here.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-17. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Rip Liz. Orange. Hey, on.
Here's Smith now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Redskins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
We got ready. Right, 80. Orange. Hey, on.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Tackle made by K1 Short. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, let's roll.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Settle down, huh?
On second down, here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Smith now 5 straight completions here in this second half.
Hey,
first and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to...
Good game so far.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Settle down, huh?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try the air now with Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
15.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So good starting field position for him here as they come up.
Damn, can't believe I missed it. That's tough. Let's go.
Back to throw.
Yeah.
He's taken down.
Z Brown.
Huge play at this
Get
point
down.
in the game.
Looks like
Zach Brown in there to
but
take
he's a
him
big
down,
star.
and the clock will roll.
I'm on him. To be married.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's go, D. Get in that face. Alright, let's go. Whoa.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left.
Damn it.
It's incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Trying to run on me.
Lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you play really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Ooh, baby.
They had to
Ooh,
go for
baby.
such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Hey, on.
lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Tressway now as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Come on, baby. Perfect punt. Perfect punt. Shit. The fucking wind took it. Damn it.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
No, I asked her if she wanted me to. She said that no, it would take the mechanics to fix it. So I never did it. So it's 17. She said it was a really expensive bulb, maybe. That's what was real expensive. How much is the damn bulb? I didn't. Yeah. Will work for so far there, buddy.
Pick up a 14 yards and it moves the sticks. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not
it's
bad.
it's the right one.
Yeah, no, but there's two lights. I'll meet you out front. There's a top one and there's a bottom one.
All right.
Top one.
6 seconds left. Yeah.
Back to throw.
Ooh. Got it. Good game.
Down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.